Hey, folks, welcome to another edition of the Coastal Bros. Big Chief Daddy here, big boy, and where is Two Wallets at? Joey, Two Wallets, where you at? Are you here? Don't come out.
Man,
Don't be scared now. Oh, there he
oh,
is.
just like the Undertaker had to raise the line up.
You let there be light, he says. What's going on, fellas? How we doing today?
Smooth, my man, smooth.
All right. Well, we're here. Let's see. We got a big game coming up this week. A Coastal Bros special, Sportsdaddytv special. Not as big as a couple years ago when I beat somebody in a game that actually mattered.
Ooh, ooh.
But we have. Oh, I see he took notes. So
I think the notes gonna turn my 6-pack to a 12-pack, but yeah.
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 So before we get into some of these questions that we asked, you can always, if you're listening to the show, remember you can always follow us right here, and I show you guys right now. You can always listen to the show at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. You can always catch the show if you any of the show. Catch us on demand. We could also, here we go, Mr. Two Wallets. I made this just for you. Ready? Here we go. You can catch In the Car with Joey Two Wallets on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts. It's a quick, easy listen to podcast. Any quick topics, 15 minutes or less. I don't think, have you gone 30 minutes on any episode in the car, Two Wallets?
You know what? I think one of my episodes that people do talk to me a lot about is Doug Williams versus Lamar Jackson.
Ooh.
Okay.
When I had
So
my Lamar Jackson versus soccer, so that's over a year ago. I think that's the last one. I went over half an hour.
yeah.
I usually have 5 good minutes, and everything else stays under 30.
And then we have also, don't forget about the Unfortunates every Friday morning, Friday mid morning for us in the East Coast, early morning for him. Unfortunates, the unfortunate souls of the NFL. So let's see. Here we go. Let's see. We got here. Oh, Rashawn, can I just say the Steelers had me fired up the other night? That's all I need to say. I was hot. She was hot about the Steelers. Oh, yeah. Well,
That was a close one, too.
so, all right. So, real quick, did you have the book out, Two Wallets? Who won what as far as 6 packs of soda, water, tea, Gatorade?
The big book of everything.
All right. Wait. Funny that I have the wrong book.
You got
to talk to the librarian.
That's this one. That's this one. And already marked. Okay. Let's see.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the playoffs between me and Big Boy here. If the playoff matchup happens between Two Wallets, Chiefs over Browns, the Browns got to get there, Big Boy. Browns got to get there.
Yeah, this is true.
Let's see. Daniel took Bills plus points over Titans.
Missed that one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think the rest of the picks. Oh no. I picked the Jaguars to win over the Dolphins.
Missed that one.
Both of you guys disagreed. Big Boy,
Thank you, Brian Flores. Thank you, Brian Flores, and your conservative defense.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Chief picked the Lions over the Bengals. That did not force it.
Thank you, Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared Goff. All Jared Goff.
Thank you indeed. Thank you indeed. Sounds like I
And
got a
big
winner
boy,
already.
you picked the Ravens over the Chargers. Nobody bet you on it though, so we're good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so,
but I think I got a pretty good record right now. Pretty
hey,
good record.
big boy,
I mean, that's a good
Rashawn
one.
wants to do a 6-pack of orange juice on the next challenge, so we might have to bring her in 6-pack of OJ.
Okay. Well, we're doing bets already, so we already know what's about to happen.
We get there later. We get there
Oh,
later.
okay.
We're gonna get there later. We're gonna get there later. We're gonna get there later. Right now, I'm gonna ask a few questions real quick. I gave you guys some questions on the side, and I want to know. First off, we'll start with Big Boy. What was your game of you were surprised for last week? What shocked you?
That Ravens Chargers game. I knew the Ravens was gonna win. I didn't think it was gonna be that wide of a margin.
I didn't either.
And still they did.
If you'd have told me that Ravens defense would have stopped the Chargers rushing to 26 yards, I would not have believed you. And let alone only 208 yards for the whole game for the Chargers. I don't know what happened, man.
You know what? I have to agree with you. I actually have that too as my big surprise. Lamar Jackson, 165, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, no rushing touchdown. Thank goodness.
Wait, that's y'all big surprise? Both of you?
Well, it's the score because we talked about Justin Herbert being one of the biggest and all around. I didn't put him in the Hall of Fame, but other professional sports guys put him in the Hall of Fame. But with no Eckler only getting 7 yards and Allen only giving 50 yards, I thought this game was going to be a lot closer. I was thinking there was no way this was going to be a 34-6. 34-6. I did not think it was going to be 34-6. I honestly thought it was going to be more of a, back and forth, 28-24, something like that. So when I see the ticker and I see 34-6, I was like, oh, somebody got hurt. No, they said, Justin Herbert, you're going to beat us. We're going to take away your running game. And sure enough, they took away their running game. And they didn't even have a good running game. Freeman only was the highest person was Freeman with 8 carries for 51 yards.
Wait, hold on. But as a team, they almost got 200 yards as a team.
Right. And all 3 running backs scored. Freeman, right. Bell, and...
well, it was more of a conservative game. I'm just saying they didn't have anybody outstanding. They didn't have an outstanding running back. No one broke over 100. Their leading catcher receiver was their tight end with 68 yards.
Yeah.
So it was all around. It was an all-around game. I mean, he only threw the ball for 27 times. Yeah. So I mean, he didn't do that bad of a game. Their defense is what came to play. And of course, what happened? I actually kept them in this time on my fantasy team.
Oh,
told you.
Still lost though.
Oh, I won't have admitted that.
Yeah, I won't tell you who I lost to, but I still lost. I just hope she hopes she's not listening to it.
Yeah.
But what'd you guys say? It's messed up, bro. You guys are messed up. Well, we're gonna call it a night. Have fun, guys. Have a good one. Nice 10-minute show. The defense, though, I mean, they had 55 total tackles, 32 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 6 tackles for losses, and they hit Herbert 4 times. So their defense was swarming. And I give it to you, their receivers. I mean, Jackson ran the ball for 51 yards. That's their second longest rusher. But Murray had a nice balanced game, 5 yards a carry. Freeman, 6 yards a carry. And Bell had 3 yards a carry. But, yeah, like you said, they all scored. The longest – but, I mean, it's still – the longest run was by your quarterback at 22 yards. So, not quite it was more of a defensive game. They basically shut down Herbert, and they said, okay, we're not going to let Eckler beat us. You're no running game. So that was my shock. That was Big Boy's surprise. What was your surprise, Two Wallets?
Well, I guess it's not a surprise that one of the best overall teams in Baltimore beating. Look, I almost said San Diego, but I'm pulling it back. LA. So in London, they had lost 20 games in a row. And not only did they beat Miami, they actually beat up Miami. Miami really wasn't that close. It just happened to be the score ended up being that close, even though Jaguars won a last second field goal. Jaguars won that game from start to finish. And they finally finished a game. We've seen twice them being in there in the game, the whole game.
Well,
I mean, we can't talk enough about Robinson. We all love that guy. So,
well, if you look at it, is the Dolphins' play calling is horrible. If you know, this guy just hit a 54-yarder, right? So all this, so they're trying to get into the 53 yards. So instead of playing up and playing, if you get beat deep, so what? Don't get beat to where all they're gonna do is we're giving time on the clock. You throw it deep, it's incomplete. They're going to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
No, he lets him have a 6-yard in route. They call timeout at 1 second, and the dude hits a 53-yarder. He just hit one. Bad play calling by Brian Flores and that whole squad. That cost them the game. And the good old saying is this: coaches lose games, players win games. Baseball fans need to learn that. It's always going to be the manager's fault. It's always going to be the coach's fault when you lose games. They don't get credit. Players get credit. Coaches lose games.
you know what? Dan Campbell could challenge you on that. I agree with you, but he came out and straight said, yeah, he needs to play better.
The coaches obviously they could tell you that. They could say stuff like that. They're trying to motivate their players.
Yeah,
But
it's different when it's told to you. It's a whole nother thing when you tell the media.
Yeah, well, you good old saying is this: the greatest coaches get through their players by talking to the media. Phil Jackson's did it. Dave Roberts has done it. Here.
Mike Singletary's done it.
Mike Singletary's done it. I think even Andy Reid has done it. I think Mike Ditka did it.
Jeff Fisher has done it.
Everybody. Bill Parcells done it for you New York Giant fans.
Bills.
Jim Fossil has done it for you through and through Giant fans.
Right. So they've done it. So
I'll never forget when he called out Tiki Barber, though. I'll never forget that.
So all right. You ready
all of a sudden he was holding the ball like this the rest of his career.
And he ain't got it no more though.
All right, so we're only gonna be into week 7. So this is kind of where I usually do my halfway picks as far as what teams are gonna improve, what team has so far improved, what team has been a disappointment. Now, I know people usually go halfway in the middle of the season. I kind of do it right before the 2 months of the football season because by the 2 months, you should kind of already know where your team usually is, in my opinion. I mean, there are going to be some contenders, pretenders, and some in-betweeners. Okay, so the team that has impressed you so far into week 7, I got a team. So I'll go first this time.
Yes, and go ahead.
And then the next one will be here. So my team is the Arizona Cardinals.
Of course.
Because they were 8-8 last year, 2-4 in the division, 6-6 in the conference, and nobody's other than you right down there, that's below me right there in the little Titan jersey, said that Just give them some time. Kyle Murray is the answer. They got some weapons. They're 6-0 this year and 2-0 in the 2-0 in their division, and they've won some games handedly.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Rams, great defense. San Francisco, great defense. Seattle, known for their great defense. Who's allowed the least points in that division?
I looked it up.
Arizona Cardinals, folks, with 106. The Rams have allowed 127. San Francisco's allowed 119. And Seattle's allowed 149.
Ooh.
Yep. So that's my surprise team so far going in. Do I think they're going to go undefeated? No.
No.
Do I think they're going to lose a couple games? Yes. I think they lose possibly 3 games. Maybe.
I haven't looked at the schedule.
I'll have to look at the schedule myself. I'm going to just say 3, could be 4. But do I think they're going 19-0, 17-0, 20-0, whatever it is, 21-0? No, they ain't going there. 24-0. So that's my team. Joey, 2 wallets. Let's see what is your surprise or most.
I would love to hear Big Boys on this first, if you don't mind.
It's an improved team. So what's your improved team? Okay, we'll go to Big Boy.
My team is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
That's right. I'm going with the little brother, the little doorstep Matt that's in the AFC North that everybody keeps walking over. Not right now at the moment. They are winning games they're supposed to win outside of that Bears game. And they're keeping it nice and tight against games that they're supposed to be blown up out to the Packers game. I want to see what they're going to be doing in the next 5 weeks when they're seeing the Ravens, the Jets, the Browns, the Raiders, and the Steelers. And also, they even got the Chargers down there, too. I want to see how they're going to progress through winning those games. Because right now, they're starting to have a winning culture. They're figuring out how to win games, bring it to the end, even in the tight ones. So that is my most improved team. Who would have thought we'd be coming out here saying that the Bengals has a positive record after 6 weeks? Because I know it wasn't me. And it
wasn't me either. I had them third in the division at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. I had Pittsburgh on the bottom.
And they're not really leading in no stats. They middle of the pack, straight middle of the pack, and they figuring out how to get the dubs.
Yes. It was funny you said that because I have them as the most balanced team in the league. They throw it deep, they throw it to the middle, and they consistently run the ball with 2 running backs led by Mixon. I mean, come on. So, and I definitely got to give it to you for that pick. I didn't even think about it, to tell you the truth. I was stuck on this one thing, and I know people are like, what? I have a reason.
Uh-oh.
So, my pick, by far, is the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. When have we ever seen one of the worst defenses by far look like that?
I mean, I won't say they're the best defense, but they definitely could get a turnover.
Yes. Okay. That's kind of my point. They couldn't do anything last year. They couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the pass. They couldn't stop special teams. If I'm not mistaken, they had one of the worst statistical special teams as well. The defense was terrible across the board. And then I got to give credit. The offensive line looks 3 years younger than they did last year. I understand it was Andy Dalton behind the center. Dak was not there. Dak had a career-ending injury. He's now, if not second in the MVP, he's first. Of course, first being Kyler Murray, Big Chief. Thank you. Dak Prescott is the man we all thought he was. Ezekiel Elliott's actually in shape. I'm one of those people who think that Pollard's not playing above his head. I think Pollard is actually that guy. I think Pollard is one of those running backs. If you give him an offensive line, he's gonna gash you. Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, their tight ends. Nobody even knows. And I'm sorry. The wide receiver of the year is CeeDee Lamb. And your boy in Cincinnati, Chase, If he's not rookie of the year, I don't know who is.
That's
So I give it up to both of y'all. But my pick is Dallas and Dak.
Okay.
Real quick, I'm gonna touch on the MVP thing you said.
Go
Pick
ready?
King Henry in there. Pick King Henry in that race. If he's not in that discussion, I don't know what's wrong with the people watching football.
It's a quarterback league.
They don't like running
And
back.
he's only the best running back in it.
Here, running back getting quarterback yards.
They don't like running back. They don't like running backs.
Oh, and when he breaks the rushing record and LaDainian Tomlinson touchdown record, I'm gonna be right here.
All right.
Right here.
Do that.
All right. So, Joey, give me your disappointment team this year so far.
I
Got your tongue?
no, because I'm stuck between two teams. One team is completely understandable. The other team, everybody crowned them, and I'm like, no.
Okay, so go with the one that's crowned.
Mm-hmm.
The one that everybody crowned as a Super Bowl favorite.
Okay, go with that.
Is the Cleveland Browns. I've been saying it, I don't know how long. OBJ is not a great wide receiver. He's a great route runner who's always hurt. Plain and simple. And big boy, I swear I'm not picking on you. My other guys, only due to injury, they are the team with the injury bug. There's always one team every single year that gets the injury bug. This year, it's the New York Football Giants. And look, I'm not a fan of the Giants. My family, my whole family's from New Rochelle, New York, where Red Rice comes from. But I've always had a side look like, man, I hope the Giants do well. I'll never forget ham hock thighs Barkley coming out of, man, he can't get healthy. Now you got Jones who stumbles on himself, stumbles on his injuries, and then now he's stumbling with the throws. And this is the guy who was trained by Peyton Manning and Eli before coming out. So I'm like, gone. And then Joe Judge is going to get overly judged.
Pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. He's going to get overly judged.
I still like Joe Judge.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't at the very first, but I was like, he kind of he's like a John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Like he's got that same grit. He just ain't got no QB and no O-line and no GM.
Boom.
That part.
Boom.
Yeah.
Let me start about the GM.
All right.
Yeah, that part.
Okay, so that's your disappointment team, the Browns. What about you, big boy?
I actually got the other New York team. I've never seen somebody get a quarterback, try to dress him up, don't get him no weapons, give him away, say we're going to get another quarterback and we're going to win, and get worse results than the first time round. The boy got more interceptions than he got touchdowns. He probably has more interceptions than he got completions.
They should have brought Frank Gore back.
Let me tell you, I've never seen an organization so grossly mishandle everything around them. It just don't make no sense. I am baffled. They just need I don't know, man. At this rate, we have to just merge the two teams, take the best players of both teams and make one team. Make it one. Maybe we can make something happen with that.
Call them New Jersey.
Let me tell you, man, I have never seen something like that before in my life watching football.
Maybe they should have called them the East Rutherford Jets.
I'll tell you. The Jets is actually in my running to get that first draft pick of the year.
Again? Or another high
and
pick
they
again?
gotta get the best offensive line out there. Off the top.
All right, so you want to know mine?
Yeah.
All right. So this team went 12-4 last year, 4-2 in the division, 9-3 in the conference. They're 0-1 so far in the division and 2-2 in the conference. They have a record of 3-3. And the worst part was they never drafted a successor. So they're only going to go down from here. And I'm talking about Rashawn Johnson's own Pittsburgh Steelers.
She cussing right now.
Such a bad football team. Biggest disappointment because
Big Ben is Big Ben.
Understandable, Big Ben is Big Ben, but you should have went a different route. So you're hurting your franchise even now. Okay, you don't have. What are you gonna do when this guy he should have retired. He's not. They're gonna have to kick him out, force him out, right? He might have to. In fact, I'm sorry to say it, but Mike Tomlin might have to leave with him just because they don't want to get him out. So they might put the blame on Mike Tomlin. But they didn't do anything to improve this team. And here she goes.
They fired Mike Tomlin.
I'm still mad with it, but I won't talk bad about my team. I'm new to this football life. That's okay. You can talk bad about your team. Yeah. Everybody talks bad about your team. It's called fanatic.
And in my blood, I'm not allowed to like Pittsburgh at all. I grew up a Houston Oilers fan, who then turns to the Titans. It's in my blood to hate you guys.
Right.
Hate.
So
and then you add Big Ben at quarterback. That's even worse.
I just think that they didn't do anything to fix this team, and now how you win the division one year and it doesn't look good. Maybe third in the division. I don't think they're going to. So, but all right. So those are our so far. Maybe things will change. We'll check back. This is week 7. We'll check back like week 16, 17. To see if our disappointments and improved teams have changed. All right. So another team you could have been put on this list. The last 3 games, losing streak, the Carolina Panthers. They so far have scored 143 points, but they've given up 121 points. It's about 22-point net average. They're 1-3 in the conference. And they lost 3 straight games. Are they back down to reality? So are they back to being did Sam Darnold lose his touch? I know they don't have Christian McCaffrey. I'll give them that. You get a little bit and crap. Sorry, folks, if you're wondering what I'm looking at, I'm just looking at the baseball game and the Brave just hit a home run, so sorry. Crap.
It's a proper word.
Let me jump on this Panthers real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The teams that they have won against has been the Jets, the Saints after Jameis Winston came off of his game time high, the Texans, and that's it. All those teams are right now bottom tier. The teams that they lost to, those are the teams they won. The teams that they lost to would be the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Vikings. And outside the Cowboys, those are just middle to bottom of the pack teams. Your record is what you say it is. And right now, they just back there just staying in the back of the pack. They like right there, number 25 right now. They don't have a true identity, if you ask me, without Christian McCaffrey. They don't know what they want to do with that ball.
That part.
I give
without
it to
Christian McCaffrey, agreed 100%. You stole my line.
The defense was trying to do their thing. I mean, Cowboys was going to do that. They was going to get their 35 points. But the Vikings, I ain't got no excuse for that one. They need to keep their head up and just try to figure something out what they're going to do with this ball when Caffrey ain't healthy. Because let's face it, when a running back gets that high of a usage at that size, he's going to get nicked and dinged. And you're going to need to figure out something to do to move the chains when that happens. Simple as that.
All right. And two outs, you got anything else on the Panthers?
I'm actually going to piggyback right off of Big Boy. I'm looking up his measurables right now.
And
I don't know how tall he is, but I remember when he got drafted, he's gained at least 10 pounds since then to deal with, the NFL, just so he can be a normal running back, because he's also a guy who hit the hole.
Mm-hmm.
But without that guy, for some reason, he's the Marshall Faulk to their Rams. Like, without him, they don't move up and down the field like that. Like, we all saw Sam Darnold, and I look, Daniel, Big Chief, I know you're against Sam Darnold. Let's just think about it this way. When he was with the Jets and he had a running back run well, he played way better. Way better. We saw that 3-0 team with Carolina with their running back. He played way better. He's one of those guys that are a system quarterback who's just really, really athletic system quarterback. Usually when we see system quarterbacks are pocket guys who can read, who can kind of do it all throwing the ball, i.e. Tom Brady, Joe Montana, so on and so forth. But guys like him are different. So that being said, I do feel bad that McCaffrey is hurt again, but he's not the best running back in NFL, but he's definitely top 4 when healthy.
Still top 10. We're a little dinged up.
I would still keep it at top 5 a little dinged up.
They need to stop
Nick
playing
Chubb, King Henry. Not in that order, I'm just saying. Nick Chubb, King Henry, Christian McCaffrey.
If I'm in the Panthers organization, am I throwing too much of a wild card to try to trade for Tony Pollard?
Yeah.
Because I feel like they need an adequate backup, and let's face it, I'm pretty sure he's a starter in most people's systems.
I feel like you wouldn't get him. You know how Jerry Jones is about dudes he loves. That was one of the dudes he loved.
Pollard ain't going anywhere.
No.
Pollard ain't going anywhere.
Now, Mike Davis from Atlanta, you might be able to get. Call Steven Jackson. He's only, a year and a half removed from football? And he's not officially retired. He can catch, he can run, and he's 6'2". It's funny, he's 6'2", and everybody says King Henry is 6'3". Can like ESPN and everybody get off 6'3"? He's bigger than all the defensive linemen. He's 6'3", easy. Easy.
Boy's a freaking freight train.
And was it Micah Hyde who found out? I don't know if y'all saw that.
Ooh.
Big Chief, I know you didn't get a chance.
Ooh.
Micah Hyde thought he was going to get in front of him.
Nope.
He got steamrolled.
He got. I was like, no, don't do it. No, don't do it.
This is the second time in a row the Bills have faced the Titans. 1, come up with a loss. And 2, somebody went flying and got ran over. I mean,
somebody has to be on a highlight film. Somebody got to be on it.
Yep.
So, all right. So, all right, let's get into my next question. Are the Lions going winless this year? I have some notable games I think they have a chance to win a game. They're not winning this week. They're playing the Rams this week. I don't think they're winning. I'll bet 3 cases if you think the Lions are going to beat the Rams. I'll put 3 cases on it. Yeah. The Eagles possibility. Then they have a week 9 bye. I told you about how I feel about the Steelers, so maybe they squeeze that one. Depends on what Browns team shows up as far as if they're out of the ER. A Bears team possible. A Falcons team maybe. So week 16. I'm thinking those are the week 8, week 10, week 11, week 12, week 16. Those are only times I think that they'll win. Other than that, if they don't win, they're going over. Again. Second time in franchise.
Don't forget week 14.
Week 14. Who are they playing in week 4? I got Denver beating them.
You think the Lions beat the Broncos?
I think the Broncos could beat. I think
they'll beat the Broncos.
I think the Broncos could beat the Lions. I'm not worried about that.
Broncos ain't gonna.
Oh, and they'll win week 18 without questions. Boom, they'll win week 18.
Who's week 18 again?
Pack.
Against the Packers?
Yeah, week 18.
Because what? Because the Packers are just not gonna show up that game?
No, half of the starters are gonna be sitting through the playoffs.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers be like, just relax. We're already in the playoffs.
All right. What about you, big boy? You thinking anything? You thinking when do you think the Lions would win their first game?
Against the Bears and against the Bears only.
So you got them at week 12. I got them at week 8. Okay.
And I got them in, well, you have them in week 8. You're going to beat the Eagles in 2 weeks?
At home in Detroit.
I just feel like
kid quarterbacks don't travel well.
All right. I'm going to say if I had to pick of all these ones I got, I'll say week 10. I'll say somehow, some way they'll beat the Steelers. I don't know how, but they'll beat the Steelers.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did both in a row.
So
I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers beat the Steelers.
All right. So our last question before we get to the games that everybody's been waiting for to talk about. We all know the Browns got the injury bug this year, other than the New York Giants. I wrote, it took me forever, and I only was able to write like 5 players down. They have a list of injuries for the Cleveland Browns, and they played Thursday night. And already 3 players, possibly 4, and maybe even 5 players are already ruled that won't play. We all know Baker Mayfield's not playing. We all know AJ Green. Out. Yes, he's officially out. Case Keenum is going to start. Starting quarterback. AJ Green, out. Nick Chubb, ruled out. Kareem Hunt, questionable. OBJ, questionable. That's just the key guys. Don't even talk about the other ones. And by the way, yes, I said your Steelers will give the Lions their first win, Sean. So will this cause them not to make the playoffs? Is Cleveland will this cause them to go on a big streak to where they're losing and they're going to be out of the playoffs?
You know where I'm at.
I'm going to hop on it.
Due to injury.
I'm going to say no, because they should have put themselves in a better position before the injuries even happened. If they happen to not win the playoffs, it's because they did not win the games early in the season, especially against the teams they should have beaten.
You ready to check us out? Hey, Rashawn, I will bet you a 6-pack of orange juice to my 6-pack of Coke Zero that the Lions beat the Steelers.
Oh,
so
let's research it for a second. Oh, you know what? I might take that bet when week 10 comes up, because that's at Pittsburgh. That's at Heinz Field.
So I don't care where it is. It could be in wherever. You could be at the Rose Bowl.
Rookies play better at home. Matter of fact, I'll put it like this. Not only will Pittsburgh win, I got who I hate, the Pittsburgh. I got Najee Harris going for a C-note on Detroit.
And she's going to take that bet.
And still take the bet.
She said a green light on that deal.
Yeah, she did. She green lit
it. Wait, are you talking about her deal or mine?
Hers. I ain't talking. Well, yours later. Yours later. Yours is later. We got more green light, red light deals coming up. So, all right. So, Give me yes or no. The Browns are in the playoffs.
No.
I have to say
They
at this
miss it
point,
by that much. And only because I'm a hater.
I will say that all these teams coming out the AFC, I don't think the pick that I had picked to make it to the Super Bowl is not going to make it there right now.
Are they in the playoffs?
Nah.
Nope. Yeah, me neither.
No?
I don't think they get the.
Unless they could bounce back and do what the
think
Bucks did last year, win every game so far and forth.
Unless they come back healthy, I don't think so. All right. So let's get into it. Week matchups, week 7 matchups. By the way, it's 2-0 Atlanta. So really. So
hey, I'm rooting for them Dodgers too, man.
So we already talked about the Browns and Broncos game. That's Thursday night. Broncos should win. I mean, they're the healthy-ish team. They're pretty injured too. But before we get to our game, because I know everybody wants to know about our game, is there any other game you guys are looking forward to during this game and why?
So my game of the week?
Yeah, give me your game of the week.
I actually want to watch the Colts play the 49ers. I want to see if the 49ers can bounce back into shape, and I want to see if the Colts can continue to improve on last week's whooping.
Well, Jimmy G is not – they're not even sure if he's going to play, so.
Look, last I checked, if you was the 49ers, they just need a serviceable quarterback, all right? Just a serviceable one. They need to put the ball on the ground and mail it to the end zone. Simple as that. Defense need to go watch Remember the Titans and not give up another inch. All right? But I also want to see –
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that because he didn't see it. He did not see it.
You ain't see it?
No, he didn't see it.
Yo!
Well, okay.
He don't know what happened. That's why we're going to get into it.
I take that back. I saw the play. I saw it on TikTok. So I seen the play. I saw the play. I saw the infamous play.
A 325-pound dude buckled a defensive tackle and laid him aggressively on top of the quarterback.
Uh-huh.
And then neither one of them went nowhere.
So, all right. So that's the game you want. You're looking for Niners Colts.
Yes, indeed.
I got one.
What you got?
This one is for first place in the North.
Oh.
Cincinnati goes to Baltimore at 10:30 in the morning, y'all. That's going to be a good one. Now.
That was my second one.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. And either one of y'all can take it. Normally, I don't do this. That's my upset this weekend.
Woo!
Cincinnati going to do it. They're going to get in the way. I just have a feeling something's going to happen. I don't like Cincinnati's coach. I don't. Write it. I got a cage. Okay. Oh, both y'all? Green light and click. Oh, okay.
Light.
You both made the list. Okay.
Green light that deal.
Matter of fact, can I get the points? Big Chief, what's the point spread?
6.5.
Oh, can I get the points?
I'll give you the points. I'll give you the points.
Big boy?
Points.
I'll give you the points. 6.5. Yeah. After what we saw them do to the Chargers, you think they're going to get beat by the Bengals?
There's something the Bengals have that the Bills and the Chargers don't. Consistent run game. They're balanced. The one team that's going to annoy Baltimore is going to be that one. And honestly, I don't think they have a corner that's going to stop Chase from catching at least 2, at the very least 1 catch past 20 yards.
I think Chase may get 1 over 40.
Chase going to get 1 over 40. And then Hollywood Brown's probably going to get 1 over 42. So they'll go back and forth. And then Hollywood Brown will drop 1 like he's done almost every other week.
I want to see what Boyd is going to do in that game, though.
So, all right. Well, I'm looking. Other than that, let's see. If I had to pick a game here, there's a lot of not good games here. I would have to say Thursday night, just because I'm interested to see how good of a game it will be between the Broncos and the Browns. Just could Case Keenum find that magic? Maybe. I mean, do they get Kareem Hunt? Kareem Hunt was nowhere on that list as far as questionables are out, so maybe he's fine and he's playing. Which I don't understand how that injury is pretty bad. He got injured pretty bad in that game. So, but I like the Broncos in that one, obviously. But all right, let's get to it. Game of the week: Sportsdaddytv Bowl, Coastal Bro Bowl, Chiefs at Titans.
Woo!
Chiefs coming off I won't say easy win, but they woke up after the first half and won 31-13. And the Titans Monday night had a Stonewall-ish stop on Josh Allen with the 4th and 1, where I think he really slipped. He was trying to put that foot in that grass and go, and he slipped. I'm not saying they would have scored, but they probably would have got that first down, and maybe we'll see what happens.
He wouldn't have gotten that far.
It was inside the 5, so I mean, he would have got the first down, and then possibly we'll see. They got 4 downs to play with.
If he didn't slip, he wasn't going that far.
He was going to get the first down. He was going to get the. It was 4th and inches, so I'm just saying it was 4th and inches.
Okay. He wasn't getting inches, even if the tackle stayed upright. Yeah, even if he didn't slip, he was trying to gain ground because his tackle got bucked.
Get out, ball. Oh, no. Sorry about that. Dang it. Robbed out the wall.
I just want to ask you one question. For somebody who's played offensive line, have you ever seen a dude from the defensive line jump and then bend the left tackle backwards on his back? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Normally, it's
I ain't never seen that.
Weak offensive tackle.
Weak technique, but was he even a starting tackle?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it was the backup tackle.
That was the starting tackle for Buffalo.
That was the starting tackle?
Yes.
I think that was the backup.
I think it was the backup.
I guess I'm going to have to look into that.
So, all right.
Okay.
That's what they got out the store to say, hold up, we need to clock out of this store and clock into this game real quick.
All right, let's go. Ready? All right. Chiefs, they're 3rd in passing yards with almost 2,000 passing yards. Almost 8 yards of pass completion. The Titans obviously are 23rd in passing yards. They don't really pass the ball a lot. They only got almost 1,500 yards passing. And then Chiefs. Surprisingly, the Chiefs are 9th in rushing, which I think a lot of that is Patrick Mahomes scrambling for his life. 750 yards, about 5 yards of rush. Titans 3rd in rushing overall with 985 yards. Rushing 5 yards is a rush. The defense, the Chiefs, 2nd in the Chiefs' offense is 2nd with 8 interceptions, 8 turnovers. The Titans don't turn the ball over. They only got 4 this year. The Chiefs are 21st in with 5 rushing touchdowns. Obviously, the first place team is the Titans with 21 touchdowns. Or with 12 touchdowns, actually, sorry. The Chiefs surprisingly have 18 receiving touchdowns. Titans only have 6 touchdowns. Total touchdowns, the Chiefs have 24, the Titans have 19. So that's the offense right there. So basically it's the Chiefs offense as far as their passing versus the running of the Titans. Now we get to the part where I don't like the defense. We've allowed 11 touchdowns, and only picked the ball 4 and just have 7 sacks. But we're going to get some people back. I'll get to them in a minute. Titans given up so far almost 1,700 yards on 9 touchdowns and only have 4 picks. The Chiefs have given up 799 yards rushing, 5.2 yards to carry, and 9 touchdowns. The Titans have given up only 650 yards rushing, with 7 touchdowns, averaging about 4.4 yards a carry. So, Mr. Two Wallets, we've had some players that actually played this week coming back for my team. Your team, not so much practice.
We had some guys come back too.
According to this list, there's 4 guys that did not practice today on my list here. I have, 4 your key players, by the way, key players.
It's the reason why I'm wearing this cowboy hat.
Chris Jones, limited practice with the hand. He had Charvarius Ward had limited practice. Kelsey had limited practice. We didn't have Tooney today. He has that broken hand, so obviously they're probably taking it easy. And Tyreek Hill with the quad took today off. As far as the Titans go, A.J. Brown didn't practice. Julio Jones didn't practice. Taylor Lewan didn't practice. Randy Bullock didn't practice. So, I mean, those are some key guys that I see that didn't practice. One has Taylor Lewan. He may not play. He's in concussion protocol. He's in concussion protocol. He may not play. Julio Jones hamstring. That just could be guess what? Just give your hamstring a little bit of rest. AJ Brown's just maybe it says illness, so non-COVID related illness. So
right,
maybe flu poisoning. And somebody has made sure Derrick Henry did not catch the bus.
That bus ain't moving without that boy.
Bus is since I was gonna say missed the flight, but since we have to go to Tennessee this time, he missed the bus. That's what I sent you that thing. I sent you that screenshot where the guy asks, "What can you do to stop Derrick Henry?" And everybody's like, he misses the bus. His alarm clock didn't go off. He got food poisoning. He missed his flight. He had an emergency. His appendix blew. He had emergency surgery.
Appendix. Ooh, that's a big appendix.
Yeah,
I know, right? Why they try and kill my boy? My goodness.
I'm just saying. All right. So obviously, I think it's going to be how many. Obviously, look, Mahomes needs to trust and give what the defense gives him. Okay, we all know that they're capping the receivers. They're not going deep. I'm really shocked that we had 18 touchdowns in receiving so far. But again, look at the ones that they're called receiving touchdowns. They're the little shovel pass. It's like 4 or 5 of those that he done inside the 5-yard line. I feel bad for Jordy Foston because he had a great catch and then he blew out his knee, his Achilles, so he's out. He took the tight end, which is great. I'm wearing number 88 for him, even though this says Gonzalez on the back, but it was good to see an 88 finally do something good, and I feel really bad that he blew out his Achilles.
Wait,
But
that number's not retired for Kansas City?
no, it's
That's
not retired.
offensive.
No, it's not.
That's offensive.
No, it's not.
He's one of the greatest tight ends of all time. Nobody should be
That's-
able to wear 88 again in Kansas City.
No, he can wear it. They can wear it. They don't. You got to remember though, this gentleman here said his best time was when he was with the Falcons. So he pretty much dissed Kansas City. So if the ain't gonna retire your number, give it to somebody else. The same thing with 31. 31, Darrell Williams has it. It's good to see 31 going off. Priest Holmes is not. Priest Holmes jersey not retired. But
Priest Holmes not one of the greatest running backs of all time.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think they'll retire his number. He's in the Hall of Fame too, and they didn't retire his number. I would say, oh, maybe he's in the Hall of Fame, they'll retire his number. And I'm sorry, but Julio Urias, you do not have it today. 3-0 Braves.
Did they pull him?
No, but they should. 3 home runs in 2 innings. So, but damn. Anyway, let's get back to this game. This game. I'm going to turn this game.
So do you want it before? You go first. This is your team. You got to go.
All right.
So it's already obvious we got a case on this game. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Big boy, who are you picking?
I actually got the Titans winning this, and I'll tell you why in a little bit.
Okay. Big Chief, are you taking the green light from Big Boy on that bet?
What?
He said he got the Titans winning too. He said y'all can't stop Derrick Henry. He said y'all ain't catching the cold because boy keep dropping passes.
He said you said that. He didn't say that.
I ain't saying that.
He just didn't say it out loud for you to hear it. Because the Dodgers know.
I was going to tell you why this going to win when it was my turn. I was going to tell you why they're going to win.
All right. Big Chief, there's a jersey above your head. Similar number to this one. That dude's one of the GOATs. This one's about to be the GOAT. Fear the deer. Fear the deer, man.
He plays for the Bucks.
He might as well. He gonna Giannis, y'all, just like Giannis did to the Nets last night.
Oh.
He's gonna get 2 bills this week. 2 bills. And you know what's funny? He's only gonna have about 40 or 50 yards in the first half.
So he's gonna have 200 yards rushing.
2 bills. You got a case on it, big boy?
Oh, no. I just want to hear this. This is y'all right here.
All right, we already got 1 case on the game. I'm calling 2 bills.
I'll put a case on that.
All right.
I don't think he'll get 200 yards.
Green light between the two of them. Between the two of them right there. They got that green light on the deal.
200 yards? Damn. I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility, but
look, I'm waiting for him to have a 300-yard game.
He usually only does that to Jacksonville or Indianapolis.
So here's
twice. I think it was against both of them. I'd have to double check that though. But I think he's done it twice.
Here's the bummer part about this whole entire game, right? I won't be able to see it.
What?
I won't be able to see all of it.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
The mouse called me to work, and the mouse has me working until 2:30.
Gotta get that cheese.
So I gotta go to work. So I'm gonna miss possibly the first half, and then I'll come back. Hopefully, it's not too crazy, but yeah. So Can I get a score then, Mr. Two Wallets? What's the score going to be?
$37-29.
Okay.
37. Matter of fact, 37-31 OT touchdown King Henry. Woo-woo.
Well, I should tell you that as of right now, the Chiefs are favored by 5.5.
Of course.
Okay, but it's in
It's a Titan.
It's in Tennessee.
It's just a lowly
So
Titans.
I'll give you 3 points on that. So I'll say 2.5. I'll give you 3 points on that whole. It's at your house. So I will say the Chiefs are going to have to win. Obviously, they're going to need 30 or more. So I'll say 33-29. 33-29.
I don't even think the scores are going to be that high. I'm going to tell you why I think the Titans are going to win.
All right, let's see.
They're going to dominate that time of possession. They know the fastest way to win the game is to make sure the other offense ain't in the game. Not only that, but I'm pretty sure this might be a bit of a revenge game for old King Henry over there. I'm pretty sure that they had got him a little bit stifled last time. And, that boy is known for breaking down buildings and walls. So I'm pretty sure the coach is going to talk to everybody, going to fine-tune that offense just for that Kansas City defense and unleash that dog in the backfield. I'm pretty sure that they may even have to throw it more than 20 times. And he probably still get away with 150 yards in the air, too, maybe even 2 touchdowns. But King Henry going to get his. He going to wear the crown at the end of the day.
Okay. In the fourth quarter.
Well, okay. I see what you're saying, big boy. But the way the defenses have been playing Kansas City has to have 17 play drives now. They can't have a 7 play drive. They're having 17 play drives. So that's probably why they have so many passing yards already. It's because they have to have long drives, and I think that's how we counteract keeping Henry off the field. Because see, it's also our benefit to have long drives and keep Henry on the bench. Because last time we stopped Henry and made Tannehill beat us. Now, we don't have the same linebackers do, but if we can get a healthy Chris Jones and he plays defensive tackle, not defensive end like he's been playing, there's a possibility we will slow him down. I didn't say stop him. I said slow him down. But you could be possibly making Ryan Tannehill beat you. You can shake your head all you want, Mr. Two Walls down there. But I believe also is our team is the same way. We keep the ball. That's what I'm saying. You got to keep what you want. If you see that little 15-yard in that Kelsey likes to do, that in the bubble zone, bam, hit him. Don't go for the 68-yard run down the field with Tyreek. Down the field with, and just, I don't know, maybe Gordon will actually do something in this game. He's been there for 2 weeks already. So maybe Josh Gordon will actually do something in this game. This is his 3rd week now, so hopefully he'll do a little bit of something. We're not going to have, obviously we're not having Edwards-Helaire. We're going to have Darrell Williams, but he's been shown to be a decent back. And as long as Mahomes doesn't trust his guys. Trust your guys. Trust your guys.
Trust that O-line, Mahomes. Trust that O-line.
And take what they give you. Keep the clock moving, and you keep Henry on the sideline. Henry can't do nothing on the sideline if he can't do nothing. He can't hurt you if he's on the sideline.
Big boy, I'm not trusting a 270-pound offensive lineman who just came out of retirement. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
Who are you talking about?
How you going to stop the best receiver in football?
I got a question. Who are you talking about, Mr. Just come out of retirement?
The Chiefs offensive line.
Who is that?
You said trust your guys. I'm not trusting that dude.
Kyle Long is not playing. He's not here. He's hurt. He's not on the field.
That makes it even worse.
Kyle Long's not playing. I trust Joe Turley. I trust all the other guys that they got here. I have to
I'm
look them
glad
all
you
up,
brought that up. How y'all gonna stop Simmons?
how you gonna stop who?
The guy who buckled your quarterback on Monday Night Football. That guy.
I wasn't gonna bring that up.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up.
Number one, that's not my quarterback. Number two, my quarterback is.
You know why he's your quarterback? Because you bet on him before the season. That's why he's your quarterback right now.
I bet rushing touchdowns, and the last time I checked, it's 2-2.
Yeah, and Tennessee stopped him from getting in 3 times on that football. What do you think gonna happen to my homeboy?
That's fine. My homeboy does not quarterback sneak, boy.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
My
gonna roll out.
homeboy is.
This is what I'm getting
enough.
to.
He has the speed to get around.
Okay, let me show you what's gonna happen. Put the check aside. Mahomes is gonna look, check off, change the play action, right? Boom. Landry's coming right in his face. And if you don't know who that is, that's that big dude on the other side of the line. Y'all just don't know about him.
I like our offensive line. Orlando Brown, Joe Turley, Creed Humphreys, Trey Smith, Mike Wimmers. I like those guys.
Not on that play action.
I trust or Louis Nang, whoever plays right tackle. But I like our chances. What do you want me to tell you? Not you want me to say, "Oh no, I don't want him."
And then, how you gonna stop the best receiver in the NFL?
Which one? Because last time I checked, your best receivers aren't. Which one? Because all your receivers ain't even practiced yet, so they all injured. How are you gonna stop Tyreek Hill?
How you gonna
Travis
stop
Kelce? Everybody stopped 11, so everybody stopped 11, and everybody stopped number 7. Trust me, I know about Julio Jones. Numbers. I know about Mr. Julio.
Both had calf injury.
They both had calf Mr. Julio. Mr. Julio, really?
Do you remember Mr. Julio?
I do. I have him on my fantasy team. He ain't done diddly do.
Well, he's been hurt, but he's getting back.
You think he's going to be obviously? You think that hamstring is going to be nice and ready for Sunday?
Yep.
I don't think if he would practice today, I would say yes, but he didn't practice today.
They gonna put some Crisco oil on him. He gonna be nice and good, and he gonna fry y'all up with some chicken too. He good.
Guaranteed, he doesn't get no more than 5 catches.
They gonna put some olive oil on the by Christmas area. He gonna be good. He gonna be real good. Are y'all gonna Next thing you know, hey Brookie.
Hello.
Little Wolf, what's up, Little Wolf? You need to go get your belt, girl. You need to go get your belt. Get your belt from Daddy.
She wants you to go get your belt from me.
Okay. Go get my belt. My belt.
Ooh.
See, there's a belt. She got the belt.
Blue belt.
No, you gotta set the camera.
Hello.
So, all right, you going to bed?
All
right, well, that's going to do it for us this evening. Good luck to all the games. Good luck to Mr. Two Wallets.
Good luck, Big Chief.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. The Sportsdaddytv Bowl. Coastal Bros Bowl. Sunday. Well,
Big boy, you got Carolina this week. Good luck to you, boys, man.
Once again, folks, you can always follow us. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, and Twitch, Facebook Live. You could also catch my boy Joey in the car with Joey Two Wallets on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts. I'm sure he'll have some interesting topics for this after this week's games. He'll probably. I mean, even did you do an episode about the Monday night game? Is it out there yet?
I did not. I couldn't do it last night. I was in pain. I had so much emotion going. Trying to get over this injury I'm dealing with right now. So.
All right. Also, just be on the, like I said, check out YouTube, Daddy Daughter Picks on YouTube, dropping tomorrow. We're going to have, and Rashawn, yes, I will see you in week 10 for that Steelers and Lions game.
Is the orange juice ready?
I'll buy a 6-pack of orange juice at work. We'll see what happens.
She's new to football. I will say this much. She did pick a team with rich history. You got to give her that.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, have a good one, guys. We shall talk to you later. Once again, look on YouTube. We have a bunch of videos out there. Daddy Daughter Picks, baseball picks. And we also dropped a preview of the basketball preview show since basketball season has been upon us. Started last night.
Go
All right, guys. Well, have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you later.